Namaste, hello. It's lovely to connect with you today. My name is Leanne Peters. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube. And I'm here to share some guidance for Wednesday and Thursday. That's Wednesday the 11th and Thursday the 12th of April. So I trust that you're feeling good and things are flowing well for you. Sorry, Puss. Good afternoon, Trish, or hello to you. Hi, Paul. Lovely to see you all. So if you're new to watching, welcome. What I'm going to be doing is pulling one card for Wednesday, one card for Thursday, and one card for the theme for Wednesday and Thursday. I'm not doing personal requests for guidance here today. This is general guidance for everyone. So I trust that you've been led here for a reason. So take on board what feels right to you and let the rest go. Remember, this is a guide only, so work with it as much as you want to or don't. It's up to you, but it is just a guide. I think that's all I really need to say. So let's get straight into it. I'm going to start by looking for the best card for Wednesday the 11th of April. If it's not Wednesday for you yet, then you can think of this as guidance in advance, and you can have a look back at my previous video if you want to for guidance for Tuesday if required. But it mustn't be too far away from everyone being on their Wednesday. So it's a light drizzle here, I think. So let's have a look and find the best card for Wednesday, the 11th of April. And we'll go with this card here. Oh, we've got Cobra Bite. It is drizzling a little bit. So this is a featured card. So it has further instructions here that I am going to follow. So it says draw the top card from the deck, which is this. Another featured card. So we've got further instructions here which say trust your instincts, fan the deck and pull a card. So let's go with that. Ooh. Okay, so we've got 3 cards out for Wednesday. So these 3 for Wednesday, what I'm going to do is look at them separately and then we're going to look at their relationship together. So first of all, we have Cobra Bite, card 9. And the keywords say sting, shock, truth, and illusion. So this brings a bit of a potency to Wednesday, especially focused around our truth or shifting out of illusion and into truth. It reminds me of those moments where we realise, where we kind of just wake up and realise that we've been living a lie, and the reality of that can be quite sort of shocking and really quite sting us when we see that part of our life or all of our life has been not what we thought it was. So those types of big moments, what I'm feeling around this card and the energy that it brings is that some of us on Wednesday may be quite shocked or surprised by the truth that's being revealed, and that even though it might be difficult and quite confronting, difficult to face or quite confronting for us to recognise and really acknowledge the truth in that it is important in calling us or bringing us further out of illusion and further into the truth of who we are. So truth is strong, and there's something shocking, stinging or surprising about the truth that's probably going to be revealed on Wednesday. So this is not shared to generate any fear, because fear is focused around illusion anyway. So if we do feel that fear, that is part of the illusion that we're being called to kind of push through or allow ourselves to hone more in on the truth of the situation or the truth of those moments and what feels right at the time. So truth, quite a strong card, talks about a surprise happening of some kind. This is Medicine Pouch card 54, and the keywords say resources, gather, knowledge and collect. So this illustration is a bear, and this is pouch, like a medicine pouch that's connected with the bear, if you like. But I think of this medicine pouch as kind of collecting tools and experiences and knowledge and understandings and wisdoms throughout our life experience. And that on Wednesday, some of those skills, some of those things that we've gathered, those tools that we've been collecting, are going to be called to be used on Wednesday, perhaps to help us deal with this situation that comes up, reminding ourselves, hey, let's just keep perspective here. Let's remember that this isn't the end, that perhaps this surprise situation is actually just at the beginning for us. So remembering that in our life and the experiences that we've gained, when we've been through perhaps similar things before, that things have worked out. So we've been calling our resources, our inner resources that we've gathered, are being called forth on Wednesday to help us keep perspective and move through this important time. Now the third card is here, which adds a really interesting lightness to this information. This is Spirit Bird and card 37, and the keywords say heart, song, joy, excitement and motivation. This brings a sense of joy in the heart, joy that we're feeling in our body and we're really experiencing in a true way, a true and genuine way. You know, sometimes we talk about how happy we might be or how happy we might think we are, but are we really? Sometimes we say it, but we maybe don't even mean it. So there's a sense of really meaning it, or really connecting in with the genuine feeling of joy or happiness, if you prefer a word other than joy, on Wednesdays. A joy that motivates us and excites us and allows our heart to ignite and open up and almost sing in the joy, in the whistle of I can hear all these birds around me now. And just feeling this sense of joy just rising up from inside. So interesting cards for Wednesday, and I'm pretty much through my Wednesday. So personally, I haven't experienced any surprise or any big revelation of truth at this point, but this is talking about some type of surprise happening that takes us by surprise, that's wanting to align us further with our truth, and using our resources here through our experience to help us through whatever's been revealed by the cobra up here. And that joy is perhaps the result or the lifeline that helps pull us out of a potentially low, fearful space. That joy will actually override the fear that's probably going to be stirred up by this cobra energy. So as long as we can stay in our joy and approach things that occur in our day on Wednesday or in our life at this time from a joyful, light-hearted, simple, simplistic approach perspective, then perhaps we might not even really notice this heaviness that's potentially taking place. So let's stay in our joy. Let's learn from anything that might present itself, though. So that's Wednesday. Wednesday's guidance is quite a lot there. So I trust that makes sense for you. Thank you. And there might, sometimes when there's multiple cards come up, you might find that part of that really speaks to you and another part probably really speaks to someone else. So I just trust that. So thank you. I trust you're all feeling good and things are flowing well for you. It's interesting for me personally. I've been feeling fantastic, even though my body has been in a bit of pain this last 24 to 48 hours. I actually feel good within myself, which is a really nice space to be in. So for me, my dedication of joy and the simplicity of joy since the 1st of April is still having a really positive effect. So how's your dedication going that you perhaps made at the beginning of the month when I was talking about that a lot? I don't know if you're still applying that dedication of regular meditation or exercise or starting a new hobby or a word of dedication. But if you're still going through with that, how's that pulling you through this month so far? So Thursday, the 12th of April is what I'm looking for now. And we're going to go with this card for Thursday here. Ooh, another heavy, intense one. We've got the Lizard, a featured card again. There's 11 featured cards in the deck, so we've got a few of them coming out. This has further instructions here, which say to draw the third card from the deck. So I'm going to go down to the third card here. And we've got the Unicorn, and it's so funny because lately, in the last month, I would say, probably 75% of the time, this Unicorn is coming up with the featured cards, a lot of the featured cards, which I find quite amusing because I only mentioned it last week, and it's come up again. So we've got these two cards for Thursday. This is I feel like I'm going to be talking a lot in this video. So be patient with me, and I have to be patient with myself. So we've got these two cards for Thursday. We're going to look at them separately, and then we're going to look at their relationship together. So we have card 3, Lizard. Lizard says optimism, appearances, delusion, and illusion. So we've got that illusional truth sort of energy around again on Thursday. So there might be a bit of a distortion that's going on for some at this time, especially over Wednesday and Thursday, with both the Cobra card and this card are somewhat similar in energy. So there might be a real big reality check at this time, a perception shift perhaps, where we're shifting our perceptions and seeing more of what's really going on rather than what we thought was going on before. So Thursday brings this sense of illusion coming to the surface. It sort of feels like it's bobbing up from underwater, like a bubble of energy, or a bubble in general, or something that's kind of rising up from the depths. So it feels like something rising up from the depths that's potentially focused around illusion and the way we perceive things. We're being guided on Thursday to be careful of taking things at face value and taking things on the immediate appearance that's being presented. And if we're looking at signing a contract or buying a new car or something, then we definitely want to be looking at the fine print and looking at what's under the hood, because there might be something that's been hidden from us that's been presented with a shiny appearance or a shiny surface. So just keep that in mind if that's something that relates to you. Now the other card here for Thursday is card 50, called Unicorn, and it says here psychic gifts, spiritual intuition, and trust. So we're being guided on Thursday and always to trust in our intuition and trust in the subtle feelings or the subtle senses that we have that tell us when something's right or when something just doesn't quite feel right. So really trusting our instincts on Thursday is going to be really important. Our truth detector, which is like this inner kind of energetic detector, if you like, that as we become more in tune with ourselves, as we become more in alignment with our truth and what's true for us, then we start noticing through that sort of inner energetic detector what is right and what isn't right based on what we're aligned with. Doesn't mean that something might be wrong for everyone, it just might mean that it's wrong for us right now. So we've been really guided on Thursday to have our truth detector turned on and really pay attention to the subtle feelings that we have, our instincts, our intuition that may be calling us to yes, proceed, or no, let's just, there might be a bit of a flag that's coming up around something. So let's trust our instincts and trust our intuition. So it's probably going to be good to be aware on Thursday, but certainly don't base your whole day around being ultra cautious of everything, but just keep this in mind and be really aware of something where you get like just this little feeling or this little uneasiness inside that might be warning you of something. So just be careful if things may not be as they appear on Thursday, and to trust our intuition that's going to help us make the informed decision at the time. And if we're not sure, do we have to say yes or no right there and then? We might be able to give ourselves a little bit of time to think and ponder on something before we proceed. So let's just make sure that's an option for us. Rather than yes or no, we may also have the option of, okay, let's just sit on this overnight and see how it feels tomorrow, that kind of thing. So that's the guidance for Thursday. I trust it makes sense for you. Very interesting cards coming up for these days. Hello, Sherry. Sherry, we are getting ready to look at cars. Okay, well, just remember to pay attention to what's under the hood and what's going on in the fine print. Hi, Raven. Claire says, if in doubt, chuck it out. I like that, Claire. Thanks. Namaste, Colleen. So now I'm looking for the best card for the theme for Wednesday and Thursday. So Wednesday and Thursday, the best card for the theme, which will help bring these days together and help us see the bigger picture, will be this. Can it be and will it be another featured card here? No, it's not. It's Twin Flame. What an interesting energy to throw in this mix of interesting cards and interesting information. To me, I feel it's very interesting. This is card 39 called Twin Flame. And the keywords say union, love, togetherness, equal, and effort. This talks about seeing eye to eye with others. This does not have to be like a primary relationship or a relationship with a lover. This is talking about relationships or connections with other people in general. And there being a good sense of connection, a good sense of being in alignment with each other, or seeing eye to eye on something that we're discussing or involved with. So that feels on its own really quite beautiful and empowering. So really strong connections these next couple of days. There is a lot of energy too around love, including self-love, but also a sense of strength, feels like a good word to use, a sense of strength and connection in our relationships and in people that are important, our relationship and connection with people that are important to us in our life. So strength in our connections with others. Now this is a quite a welcomed energy, if you like, because some of us have been feeling a general distance or a general sense of discord or communication issues between ourselves and others. So this feels like things are balancing out, like this harmony that's being reached, rather than this kind of being on different wavelengths has been quite strong in these last few weeks. So these different wavelengths seem like they're coming together now in this general sense of harmony or balance between us and others, which shows us that we're becoming more balanced and more harmonized within ourselves, because that will reflect what's going on inside, will reflect out into our relationships of any type. So let's keep the flame burning. Let's tap into and acknowledge and be grateful for the strength and the power of connection that we have with other people in our life. Especially there might be one or two or three important people over Wednesday and Thursday that we're going to feel an extra special sense of strength of connection, like a bond, a sense of strength that we can kind of build and grow individually from. So as we have these strong connections, it's like as we allow each individual to be themselves, and that individual allows us to be ourselves, it's like we hold each other in this sense of acceptance, which allows our strength and sense to grow. And the cat thinks I'm talking to her. She's just sitting here staring at my face suddenly. Aren't you? So she feels that sense of strength and bond, and I guess it doesn't have to be just with people, does it? It could be with our animal family, or even in our situations and things in our life, a sense of strength of connection between us and what we're doing. So that also feels like a strong sense of alignment with who we are, our relationships, and a general sense of alignment in our life, or a general sense of harmony. So that feels beautiful. So that's Twin Flame. And if your relationship has been, or your primary relationship has been a bit stagnant or flat, or a bit of tension at the moment or lately, then this card might also be highlighting a sense of putting some effort into revive the love again in a relationship that may have become stagnant. It does take two people, especially if we're talking about a lover relationship here. It does take two people to put effort in, but I think and feel, and based on my experience, I've found that sometimes what I might be waiting for in my partner, they might not even be aware of. So I feel a lot of it comes down to, if we've got an issue, let's make the effort to resolve that or rekindle our sense of love or connection with our lover. So that's Twin Flame, the theme card for Wednesday and Thursday. Quite an interesting mix and information of cards there. I trust something stands out for you. So today I've used my Speed of Light Oracle cards. These have been created by me, and if you'd like to learn more about them, please have a look on my website at templeofbalance.com.au. My new cups that I pulled out of the kiln on Monday, thank you for all of your inquiries. When are they going to be up on the website? All these people keep asking me. Well, tomorrow will be the day. I'm kind of ready now to take photos, but the weather's a bit grey and heavy, and it's not very good for taking photographs of things like ceramics. So tomorrow morning I'll get straight into that. So keep an eye out on my website tomorrow, but I will let you know. I'll put a link up if you happen to see it. That it's all done. And speaking of that, there's massive suppression on my Temple of Balance page. I mean, massive. So I'm posting several times a day. If you're not seeing them, then they may be being hidden from you, or you may be one of the very few that are seeing things. So there is suppression happening on the page. But we have the power, because we have the choice or the ability to come to pages we love directly. So don't forget that if you haven't seen my stuff for a couple of days or a couple of weeks or a couple of months or sometimes a couple of years, then please come back and check on the page directly. I am there, or share something every single day. So every day there's something shared, or you can keep an eye on my website if things suddenly go south here on Facebook. There's always stuff happening. I share everything back, most things back on my website. So keep an eye out there and bookmark your favourite things in case one day they vanish. So thank you. Not that I'm saying I'm going anywhere, but Facebook has the power, don't they, of choosing what people can see and what they can see and what they don't see. So thank you for joining me today. If you did enjoy the video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to. And if you'd like to connect more privately, just send us a message through our website. If you do want to learn more about the work that I do, please visit my website at templeofbalance.com.au. I have pendants on my website that I've made. I've got card decks and books. We've got a retreat coming up. I've got crystals, meditations, our family, artwork, ceramics, probably lots of other stuff I haven't even mentioned because I'm busy. This is my work. I dedicate all of my time to being of service, don't I, Puss? She really thinks I'm talking to her. So thank you for watching, and I'll connect with you again soon. Namaste. Thank you.